Your introduction is often the first impression people have of you, and as they say, first impressions matter. Whether you're in a job interview, a business meeting, or networking with new colleagues, how you introduce yourself sets the tone for future interactions. Striking the right balance between professionalism and approachability is key. You want to come across as competent and confident, but also warm and engaging. If you're too formal, you might seem distant. If you're too casual, you risk not being taken seriously. So how do you find that balance? Well, typically, a well-rounded introduction includes your name and role. So, hi, I'm so-and-so, and I work as a whatever your job title is. Your background, it's always good to talk a little bit about what your experience is, what you bring to the table, and your purpose or value. So how can you contribute to the team? It's always good also to end with some invitation to connect. Ending with something that encourages conversation like, I'd love to hear more about what you do as well, or even just any ideas you have, or something like that, is a good way to finish it off, and say that with a smile. So, what are the key elements of a strong introduction? Confidence, first of all. Speak clearly and with assurance. Try to avoid filler words as much as you can. Sometimes that makes a person seem uncertain, although there's always a little bit of that in any language. Your body language and tone is probably more important than anything. When you're introducing yourself, are you making eye contact? Are you holding your body in a confident way? Are you looking down? So be really mindful of what your body language is saying, and make sure your tone matches your words. If you're wanting to come across as friendly, inviting people to come to your office, make sure you have a friendly tone, that you're smiling. Also, confidence, you can hear that in a person's tone. And be careful that sometimes when we're nervous, it makes us sound really rigid and sometimes, to be frankly, a little mean. So the thing that you can really do to help with that is smile. That's always the best. So the last point I'd like to make is clarity and conciseness. Keep your introduction short but impactful. Mention your name, role, and what you do in a way that's easy to understand. And that's about it for an introduction. Now let's take a minute to hear a sample introduction of a new employee to a company, and she's introducing herself to the team and looking over some of the points that we talked about, what's in a good introduction, also some of the key elements. What are your thoughts on this introduction? Is it too formal? What is the body language like? And comment below. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well this morning. My name is Sarah Mitchell, and I'm thrilled to be joining the team as a marketing specialist. In my role, I'll be focusing on developing digital marketing strategies, managing social media campaigns, and optimizing content to enhance brand awareness. I'll also be working closely with the design and sales teams to ensure our messaging aligns with our overall goals. So a little bit about my background. I have over 5 years of experience in digital marketing, specializing in content creation, SEO, and social media strategy. Before joining this company, I worked at Bright Media, where I led multiple successful campaigns that increased engagement by 40% and boosted online conversions. I'm particularly passionate about leveraging data-driven insights to create impactful marketing strategies. I'm really excited to collaborate with all of you, learn from your experience, and contribute to the team's success. I believe that marketing is most powerful when it's creative, strategic, and customer focused. And I look forward to bringing fresh insights to the table. Please feel free to reach out if you ever want to brainstorm ideas, discuss strategies, or just have a casual chat. I can't wait to get started and be part of this amazing team. Thank you, everyone. So this was an example of a formal introduction at a meeting. If you would like, you can add a bit of personal information, such as a hobby you're passionate about, a pet that you have, or even something a little quirky or funny about yourself. Just be mindful of the vibe of the meeting or the company itself. Some companies are a lot more serious, while others are a bit more relaxed. If you're unsure of the vibe, just go with a more formal type of introduction, and you can always get to know people sort of on a different level after that. So some people have asked if it's appropriate to have people on the team go around and introduce themselves, and that depends on a few factors like the size of the team, the time available, the purpose of the meeting. If it is possible and there is time and it's a smaller group, that's always a great idea. Now, people generally hate doing that. They just go around and say, "Hi, I'm Bill," and then pass it on to the next person. So if you would like, you could do a little introduction and say something like, "I know self-introductions can feel a little awkward, so let's make this more fun. Instead of saying our names and roles, let's," and then kind of introduce the activity and say, "I'll go first." So I'm going to include some of the little icebreakers, like 2 truths and a work lie, fun work-related question, 1-word introductions, rapid-fire icebreakers, and who's most likely to game. So this can be a fun way to kind of break the ice a little bit and sort of establish yourself as someone who's not completely serious 100% of the time, that you're friendly and approachable. Again, you always want to make sure of what is the vibe of the company like. Now for a few final thoughts. Remember, a great introduction isn't just about sharing information. It's about building connections. When people find you both professional and approachable, they are more likely to engage with you, trust you, and want to collaborate. So next time you introduce yourself, think about how you can blend confidence with warmth. Make it professional, but make it you. Thanks for listening. And if you found this helpful, be sure to check out more tips on making a strong impression in any professional setting. If you have any questions or something you would like to see me talk about, please post them in the comments. Thanks for watching.